Okay. Everything is set and everything is recording. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am your Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run another list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, trivia, and everything coming out the gaming industry this week. Today, we got a couple of things here. One, we have some NFTs that are making things really bad for a lot of people. And a hacker gets sent to jail. I'm going to briefly talk about another topic, but I'm going to talk about it verbatim. So I'm not going to use no source about that. So, okay. And let's just get right into the news, shall we? NFTs. Wow. Just wow. There's a lot that can be said about these bullcrap things, but the biggest that can be said is that everyone has an issue beside those who are making bank off of it. And today we are talking about something that can't be taken back. Team17, the creators and minds behind the awesome as heck game known as Worms, has announced a Worms NFT, and the internet and fans alike has taken to that like bull to a china shop, meaning it all went crap side up. Yes, indeed they did. Team17 has taken this whole thing back and canceled the NFTs, but the shit on the shit pie is only starting to stink. Team17 is also being taken to task for bad pay, raising workloads, and worst of all, multiple failures to address the harassment that Blizzard got stuck with a good while ago. Don't know if I can even say that without taking down the channel, which I'm not going to see if it does. I may play dumb, but I'm hardly stupid. And this is all happening as the CEO is making bank. So basically, this place is full of shit. It's apparent that no employee was given almost no notice before the company gave the NFT announcement and told to keep any criticism to themselves, which is scummy as all get out. I'm not going to get into the amount of money while working some brutal hours of back-to-back overtime that these employees are going through. If you want to see how far the shithole goes, I suggest reading the entire article because my words can't do this justice. All that needs to be said is that Team17 should be ashamed of themselves and deserve every piece of marketing they are getting right now, and it serves them right. And absolutely, it fucking does. Because that is some absolute bullshit, and Team17, there is a special place in hell for people like you. Just saying. If you're making bank while your employees are sitting back and basically busting their ass with literal shit pay while you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, you deserve to have your face wiped against the fucking concrete. And guess what? I can guarantee you, for everyone who knows who you are and see you fall like that, they'll laugh their asses off. They wouldn't call an ambulance, no police. We would just laugh at you and shame you back to your house, or shame you to the hospital, whichever place you go first. Because that is some shit payment, and only shit human beings do that. And if that's you, you're a piece of shit. And yeah, I am dropping a lot of, curses in this one, but I'm sorry, but this kind of thing ticks me off to a insufferable degree. Why? Because it's the mistreatment of people. Not only that, but you're doing some horrible actions that are coming back and not on your employees, not on the employer, and you guys are just gonna let them take the fall for it. You're overworking them, you're mistreating them. Basically, this is the most screwed up thing I have ever, had the audacity to sit down and cover. And I've covered some bullcrap. I've covered Blizzard. And I think this is worse. Not only are you have people harassing your employees, but you're also screwing them out of, out of material and home. So basically, screw you. Sorry. I need to compose myself. I'm supposed to be professional here, but Jesus, that's not right. Well, let's hop right into the next section of our news sources here. Oh, I had the wrong button on my computer. Okay. Here we go. If Team 17 wasn't bad enough, there was some karma coming to some more people, namely a man by the name of Gary Bowser, who is a member of the console hacking group Team Xecuter. A U.S. federal court has sentenced Canadian hacker Gary Bowser to 40 months in prison for his involvement with the Switch hacker group. And no, before I get the comment, this guy has no relation to President of Nintendo America's Doug Bowser. Gary was part of a group which sold devices to people which could use to play pirated games on their consoles, which isn't really right, and it gets worse. The FBI was the ones who arrested Bowser, who agreed to pay $10 million to Nintendo to settle the civil privacy lawsuit, and another $4.5 million in restitution. If you're wondering, the rest of Team Xecuter are still at large, and the FBI are actively looking for them. Whew. You must have fucked up something big for the FBI to come and get you. Not the police. The FBI. What the fuck did you do? That was so... Well, I just read it out. But you did something so horrific, and to such an extent, that the FBI came after you. How? And I don't know what to say here. Wow, we covered some things today. But it's just like, wow. It's just too much on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, don't do this, please. They have produced and sold devices to pirate video games. Wow. Just wow. Anyway, I'm gonna say it's up to you guys to debate whether this was rightly so. I understand, like, you know, him paying $10 million for the civil privacy lawsuit, which is okay, but you gotta pay Nintendo of America $4.5 million in restitution. I didn't get that one personally, but there's a lot going on. Well, it is their console, so to be honest, I understand that. But, and $4.5 million, so at the moment, he's paying $14.5 million. Just let that sink in for a minute. $14.5 million. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. With those two out the way, I did want to talk about a piece of news today, and I wanted to read it from the source real quick and give my thoughts on it. And this has to do with things I've been talking about for the last couple weeks, which is the Xbox, Activision, and the Sony Bungie deals, and they could be affected for this one. And this is coming from IGN.com. This is written by Luke Winky. And they write, the antitrust laws are changing, and here's what that means for the gaming mergers. And it says this. The wave of massive mergers in the video game industry has provoked some questions none of us ever expected to ask. Will Destiny stay on PCs now that Bungie is a Sony studio? Is World of Warcraft about to be ported to consoles? What lies ahead for Electronic Arts? Is that the next domino to fall? All these hypotheticals are fun and fascinating, but they ignore the elephant in the room. Once Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard is complete, the company will stand as one of the 3 largest gaming publishers on Earth. That is an earthquake in the market, and with uncertainty about how federal regulators are interpreting antitrust laws, which aim to break up corporate monopolies in the market, experts believe that the deal will earn a thorough investigation. The Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice looks at mergers to see if there's been a substantial lessening of competition and whether prices will rise for consumers, said Jeffrey Jacobowitz, the chair of the antitrust practice at the law firm Arnold Golden Gregory LLP. This deal narrows the market, and the government looks at market power, so they'll scrutinize this merger carefully. I believe they'll look for any overlaps in competition to see whether the consumer is being harmed. From bird's eye view, the Microsoft Activision deal matches the same pattern that has powered the games industry for decades. There's never been a shortage of first-party publishers absorbing other development houses into an overarching portfolio. Microsoft has been a frequent buyer over the last few years, picking up Obsidian, Double Fine, and In Exile, restocking an inventory of talent that was followed during the Xbox One years. The company's biggest acquisition prior to the Activision blockbuster was Bethesda, which will be bringing the forthcoming Starfield exclusively to Microsoft platforms. You might be asking, if that deal didn't raise any antitrust suits, why would anything change if the Gates estate releases the next Diablo? They are all valid points, says Greg Day, a professor of legal studies at the University of Georgia. He tells me that both the Activision deal and the Bethesda deal are examples of vertical mergers, which they explain with a handy metaphor. A horizontal merger is if, say, Coca-Cola and Pepsi merge, because both of these companies are selling the same thing. He said a vertical merger would be if Coke bought a bottling plant, because those two companies are more complementary with each other. They're in the same business. They noted that horizontal mergers tend to attract more legal attention than vertical mergers, but also said that it isn't impossible for top-down industry integrations to spark some red flags from antitrust agencies. What this is basically saying is that there can be some legal ramifications for what Microsoft and Sony are doing with Bungie and, Activision Blizzard. And some of these will be heavily scrutinized. I don't know how things are going to be working out. I don't know if the merger is still going to be going on as well as they should. Again, I suggest you read the entire article for yourself personally, but I feel like the whole legal outset of this, I don't really know. And I don't think that they're, Bungie, I can't say for definite because I didn't hear too many things bad about Bungie. Not really sure. I could be wrong. But as for Activision Blizzard, they were tanking. They were taking hard. So to be honest, I don't think that Microsoft is doing all too wrong by, picking up Activision and Blizzard. They're not really doing anything too bad. They're not really going out and picking off companies. If they are, then they really need to stop. But if they do, then hey. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys joining us. Let me know down in the comments section below what you guys think of the merger. And if you guys think that Gary Bowser should have paid that much. Well, for the $10 million, yeah, he definitely should. But $4.5 million to the restitution, do you think that was a little bit on the harsher side or not? Let me know. And as for the first sectionals with the Worms and the NFT, you know what? Leave that out of the comment section because we already know what Team17 is. So if anyone says, "Oh, but they're a good company," no, they're not. So then again, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys to pieces, but it's not for us to end off. You guys know my deal. You guys know my squeal. Oh yeah, by the way, down in the description down below is all of our lovely and beautiful content creators. Go check them all out. They are a lovely bunch of coconuts, and they are really good people. So go check them out. If you guys like what my stuff is, then I can guarantee you guys are gonna like theirs. So come in and see what we got. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. But it is time for us to end off. You guys know my deal. You guys know my squeal. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian Dragon action. Peace.